Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Friday, July 26th. I'm going to be going over the CBSI Hot 10 list for the week. It's out a little early, a little unusual. Usually it's very late in the afternoon before that gets released, but here it is, not even 3 o'clock p.m., and I've got the list for you. So I'll run through the top 10 books and kind of give you my opinion on things. Some of them are moving pretty well this week in price, so hopefully you have a few of them. If not, this maybe give you an idea of some things to speculate on. All right, so let's move into number 10 on the list, which is Marvel Fanfare number 11. Writer is Ralph Macchio, not the one that I always think of from Karate Kid. I think it's spelled maybe a little different. And artist George Perez. I guess maybe is this the first appearance of Iron Maiden? It says, oops, not the group. Anyways, Rachel Weisz has been cast, and near mint copies are now $25 to $30. So this is kind of an obscure book. I don't think I ever collected any Marvel Fanfare books. It just wasn't on my radar, but this looks like definitely 80s, 90s comic books, so that might be a good one to find. If you have a comic book shop that has a lot of that older, those older books in stock, that might be one that you could flip through and find. eBay though, you're going to be paying pretty good money right now, right? $25, $30. So that's just one that keep in mind when you're at a shop or maybe someplace that has a lot of back issues. You may want to flip through and see if they have any in stock there. Number 9 on the list is Farmhand number 1. This is the Image title that came out last year, I would say. It got optioned. Option news, everything's getting optioned these days, right? Because Disney is pulling all their properties into their Disney Plus streaming service. Therefore, Netflix needs to have content. So pretty much, if you want to make money in the comic book industry, outside in the independent circle, is create a title, and basically you break even, maybe you make a small profit, but for the most part you're creating a title in a comic book to hopefully get optioned and get turned into a movie or some type of content property. So that's all that's happening with this. I thought I heard Chew was optioned at one time. I don't think that ever got developed. Rob Gilroy was, I collected a lot of that Chew run. Ended up selling it all. It was okay. I thought it was a good book when it started. Interesting idea. I just got tired of it. I never collected Farmhand. Just thought it was too strange of a concept, but I don't know what they're going to make that into. Maybe an animation movie or animation series. Not too sure how that's going to be developed, but $25 for issue number 1. So congratulations if that was one of the ones you picked up. Especially, I know a lot of people pick up any issue number 1 that comes out from Image or a lot of the independent titles. So it pays off sometimes. Once in a while they hit, and lately it seems like a lot of these smaller titles are being picked up. So that's number 9. Number 8 on the list is Magnificent Mrs. Marvel, number 5. That says here, can't see a long-term play on this because of a new costume, but I'm sure the print run wasn't high on this one. Pretty cool Secret Wars number 8 homage. $15 to $20. Yeah, Miss Marvel is not a book that, I would ever buy. It's sort of like Captain Marvel, right? You're buying it maybe because of something that's going on in the book. I picked up Captain Marvel number 8 because of the new character, but that's not a series I would regularly collect. It's just not my genre of comic book collecting. Number 7 on the list, Age of Conan Belit, number 5. This is the Jenny Frison 1 in 25 variant. Yeah, I could see this not being ordered by a lot of stores. I don't think the series is selling all that well. I think I picked up the first issue and that was it. Probably a lot of people did the same thing. So not too many stores were ordering 25 copies to get this one variant, hence the current $70 price tag. I don't think it's her best work. I mean, but at first glance at it, I wouldn't have even guessed that it was Jenny Frison. But yeah, $70, I guess. There's some money to be made on that. Congratulations if you picked it up near ratio. If I were you, I would sell it. I don't think it's going to stay there long. Number 6, Thor #1. Basically a dollar book until the San Diego Comic-Con. I wouldn't say it was a dollar book. That's not correct. I bought this book 6-7 months ago for maybe $10 or $15. I picked up a couple. I have a couple variants of that issue #1 as well, and I didn't get it for $1. So I'm not saying you couldn't find it sitting in a dollar bin somewhere at a comic book shop. Certainly that's possible, but if you go on eBay, even prior to the San Diego Comic-Con announcement, this was a $15 to $20 book all day long. So now it's 40 to 50. I checked on eBay. Yeah, it's around 40. You could buy it. There's buy it now is around 39. So it's good for a book that probably sat dormant for a long time. I mean, they relaunched the series. Whether you think Thor should be a female or a male, that's a whole different discussion. I guess there's all kinds of covers to that. The one I kind of wish I'd picked up pretty cheaply was there was a Ribbit cover, Eastside Ribbit cover that I've seen before for probably $25, $30 on eBay, and it's a $100 book now. So yeah, there was some definite opportunities there. All right, number 5 on the list is Avengers #43. I think it's pretty funny. I had just done a live stream with Metaphorical, Hydra Comics, and a couple other YouTubers, and this book is something I pulled out to show on the show a month ago. $10 raw, it depends on the condition. Yeah, low grade, yeah, you could find it at $10. I would say that this book, I think I picked it up for around 30 to 40. And it says raw, it's now getting $60 to $100. It just depends on condition. That's a tough book to find in really, really high grade. So it just depends on what grade you're looking for. But yeah, Avengers 43. So that's a character, Red Guardian, confirmed to be in the new Black Widow movie. I had talked about this. If you look at my older videos, I had mentioned this book, showed it off when I received it in the mail. I said it was a good speculation, and sure enough, it's confirmed now. So number 5, Avengers, #43. All right, number 4 on the list is Marvel Comics Presents #6, second print. This is a 1 in 25 variant. Yeah, I mean, I'm not so hot about. So they took the interior artwork and just made it into a cover. It's a lazy way to do second printings, but a lot of companies do it. It's getting $100. I think I saw that originally it came out. I mean, even on Midtown, you could have bought it for around maybe 60, 65. So, everyone knew that this was going to be a hot book. So I doubt anyone really got it much cheaper. No one got it at ratio. I don't know of anybody that picked this up for $25. I think out of the gate, this was a $50, $60 book because of the hype on it. And now it's excess of $100. Yeah, I don't know. Long term, is this a good play, an investment? I don't think it's a good investment long term. First of all, it's a second printing. A lot of long-term collectors would rather have a first print. Although this is a lot lower, probably a lot lower supply. I don't know. This is something that it's hard to say what will happen long term with that book, but Yeah, maybe it's worth the speculation. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to spend $100 on that book, but I think $50 to $60 it might have been a good spec at that price. I don't think it is at the moment, but maybe wait a month or two. Maybe the price will drop on that. Who knows? Number 3 in the list is What If number 10. This was about a $15 raw book last week. I disagree with that. I mean, I've been watching that book for a long time. Maybe you could have picked up a $15, $20 book in mid to low grade, but to get, I guess it just depends on what grade you're looking at. I like to buy fairly high grade books, so 8.5 or higher, and there's no way this was a $15 book in those grades. It's more like a $50, $60 book. So now it's at $100. Again, it's debatable based on condition. 9/8 out there. I don't know. I guess that book's fairly old, but not old enough where you can't find it in some pretty high grades with CGC out there. But right now, the buzz about Jane Foster, I don't think it's going to be I hope it's a good movie, but I don't think it's going to be that good. I think Chris Hemsworth is Thor, and I think trying to replace him is a foolhardy position. So, the price is high on this book right now. If you really want to own it, I would just wait a little while, wait for the news and the hype to die down, and then try to pick it up. There'll be somebody on eBay that dumps it for a lot lower price down the road. So I can almost guarantee on that. Number 2, Tomb of Dracula, number 10. This is a marquee book, key book, Blade, first appearance of Blade with the new movie coming out. Obviously, high grades are going to go crazy money. 9/8s are selling $7,200. It's crazy. I remember looking at a 9.4 around 2000 and thought that was pretty high. Now it's going for $4. So yeah, if you got a high grade Tomb of Dracula, that book's on the rise right now. So you should be happy about that. Number 1 on the list is Spawn number 299, San Diego Comic Con version. I did see this on eBay under $100. I didn't think about buying it. I thought that seemed overpriced at $100. I guess it's all relative. It's $500 now, and sure enough, I looked on eBay. There's several listings at $500 to $800 range. So $1,000 book. I don't know. It's just crazy, I guess. I mean, it's a cool cover. I like the coloring. I like the background. And if you're a hardcore Spawn collector, this is a book you probably want to have in your collection. So there's only a 500 print run, so that's going to be a hot book for a while, I would think. Honorable mentions: Chamber of Chills number 18. This is an old horror book. Pretty cool cover. Man, I need to start collecting some of these older 1970s and maybe late to mid 60s horror comics. There's some pretty cool covers. A lot of them are really hard to find, and they do pretty well now. Aftermarket on those is pretty strong. And then Heathen number 1 says here, Twilight fans will be happy that the director, Catherine Hardwicke, has been assigned to this project, and it's back up to a $25 book. So that book is on the rise right now. Congratulations to people that picked that up from Vault Comics. That book is doing well on eBay. It seems to be selling pretty well. So that is your Hot 10 list for the week by CBSI. A couple good books on there. Nothing. I guess I'm glad Avengers 43 is on there, since I purchased that book last year and it's doing well. And I've got Thor number 1, so I've got 2 of the 10 books, so not very many. But I'm glad to have the ones I have, and we'll see what happens there with that list. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I was going to do a top 20 list on Cover Price, but I haven't got their email, so maybe it went in my spam folder. I'm going to have to track it down, but I'll try to get that video out if I find the email. Hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll probably do another one this weekend, so look for that. Any news that comes out, I'll try to get it to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys have a great weekend.